Oh, this stuff's me block too. That's why. It's part of why this is going so poorly. Okay, so I think I have to run onto that and then jump. I'm thinking of it as a spring. Oh, that's not a good time to jump. I think the water is fine here. It looks like something that would damage you, but I don't think it does. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. Maybe it's just because I'm doing this in a small window, but I feel like it's a little hard to tell how close those pipes are. It is possible to miss the check mark. It's also possible to run into those to run into the subway, which is why I'm rushing towards it. This area is super hard to hit, or super hard to miss. This guy might knock me down into the pit behind me, and then even failing that, there's a ladder, or not a ladder, a shovel on the ground somewhere. So avoiding damage there is super hard. How fast do you have to mash? I think Slaughter Sport, I need to do something, like figure out how I can get it to only shuffle when I get knocked down. Kung Fu is pretty hard, even normally. It's kind of a point where Fatal Fury feels like it's. I mean, I'd say it's a point where Fatal Fury feels like it starts putting with fight, but he's also like the third guy, so not. The easy ones are not really a big part of the game. Also, in case this isn't clear, Fatal Fury 1, what happened was that, as I understand it, because I think I did get some details wrong about, I got the story wrong behind Pac-Man Championship Edition, so maybe I should stress that I'm not right 100% of the time. Where the heck am I going? Probably down this way. But SNK was kind of a derivative developer. Like, they were trying to find success by making imitations of various games, and Street Fighter didn't happen to be popular, and it was the one that eventually caught on. That's when it became a fighting game developer. Avoiding that bear is pretty tricky. The wheel. What was I saying? So basically, yeah, Street Fighter 1 was actually successful at the time. So they poached the developer who had overseen Street Fighter 1 and basically got him to make his take on Street Fighter 2 for the Neo Geo. But the problem is, I mean, problem is overstating it. I put in another speed up. This is the complete opposite of what I wanted to do. What was I saying? So, basically, he was making a successor to the original Street Fighter, which was a single-player focused game. It technically had versus mode, but it's just Ryu and Ken who have the same moves. They just try to make it more interesting by making them visually two different characters. And they were more differentiated at that time than they were in Street Fighter 2 because Ryu had to choose and Ken didn't. Um, so, Fatal Fury 1 is a huge step up from that, but when you compare it to like Street Fighter 2 era fighting games, it feels really like weirdly behind the times because most of the characters are not available in versus mode. Versus mode uh, is you don't really directly go to versus mode if single player mode is going on. It has this thing where you do one round of co-op and then you go to versus after that, and then whoever wins gets to continue with the single player. And accordingly, I don't think it's balanced, so that every character is equal. That's not supposed to be the idea. Because, again, it's a single-player experience, and so the idea that every fighter is equal is really the opposite of the promise. They want it to be more of a gradient difficulty. A second ago, there's like a lightning that was kind of... Oh, I messed this up. Ah, well, no big loss. Gotten plenty of perfect... Oh, I paused for a second, and I was scared that it was going to shuffle by accident. 25, so 5 more stages, and then we'll say this is done. Balloon fight, I don't really have a target for. Maybe I'll just try it once. I'm going to try to stick to the left here. I think I messed up my strategy. And there's a crab in the back. I think these might be a Zodiac theme, these stages, but it's pretty subtle if it is. I think these things are just points. There's a way to like increase the multiplier you get on the points, but it's above my skill level. Oh, this is the really bad attack. This is the one I was worried about. I keep forgetting to use my secondary weapon too. Something interesting over here. I feel like there is. That's very good. Now we can go up and out of here. I don't think those are enemies, these mice. I think they're just platformers. Or, yeah, you feel like it just bumped into it and it's okay. Okay, so this world's done. I think this is around halfway through the game now, actually. Let's see, I know there's a ice world, there's a fire world, and then the last world is Sky World, which is divided into two. Actually, there's a Koi World, and then there's Sky World above it. Oh, he probably said that I got a new power, but I wasn't reading. This level's got a gimmick where you can hit these buttons and turn the lights out. But you can clearly see these blue. I'm actually surprised that I said it by accident. These blue buttons are the ones that turn the lights out, and the orange buttons turn them on. So it's actually very easy to avoid them. What are these bears supposed to be? Because this is a musical themed area, right? Because they look more like nuns to me, and I don't know what instrument that's supposed to represent. I guess like the level that this world also looks like a kind of like a cathedral, but they don't really do anything else that plays into that, aside from maybe these bears. Like the other enemy over there is a microphone. I probably need to glide over from something I destroyed. That's just an extra life, which I don't actually need. Where the door, I think, should be, yeah, it's up there. I shouldn't come down. There's the tambourine or something. Yeah, you see, maybe it's supposed to be holding some kind of tiny little horn. But these moving blocks are tambourines or some other similar instrument. I want to see if I can open the door with the lights off. And just turn them on automatically. This boss was a little tricky when I first fought it. The bosses in general are much harder than the stages in this game. The trick with him is that he's not vulnerable for very long. Yeah, so when he does that, When his cape is open, he's vulnerable. You can also hit him with the stuff he shoots out. It looks like his face is vulnerable. I managed to hit him there. There you see his cloak was blocking an attack that was from the wrong direction. Ah, I was blocking preemptively when I saw that you're doing punch out because I thought Piston Honda is probably doing something that I'm going to struggle with avoiding. Okay, I managed to survive here. That was I'm not sure if you can see it, but that was the shovel that I managed to jump over. The question is if that thing I just landed on after that hole is going to send me far back enough that I fall in. Because that will also shuffle me twice, because first I took damage and then I lost a life, right? Ah, the plates take a little while to come out, so I was trying to be a little brave and attack that pizza. The vehicles in this are pretty cool, but they don't have much life, and it's hard to dodge, so they don't last very long. You see I'm already blinking. The vehicle's already nearly gone. You get, I think, a score bonus for melee attacks, especially if you can chain them. Game tries to encourage them more than Shock Troopers 1, I believe. I think in that one they were just kind of a thing you could technically do, but didn't compensate for the risk at all. Probably need a ton of grace on wait, I don't have my HB's file open. Let me put Slaughter Sport. Use something more the Buster Shuffling. And what did I want grace on? Speed Rumbler. I've gotten a little lax on updating the shuffler based off these issues, so I gotta start your feed as well. Superheroes. Great. When I say grace, by the way, if you're not familiar with if it isn't intuitive, I should say. Um, basically, for some of these games, because it's easy to get damaged in short succession repeatedly, uh, we just extend the amount of time, the minimum amount of time before it's willing to, the shuffler recognizes that you've taken damage again, even if in game you actually have. That's a super move. I just pressed that button because I don't remember which button it was. It's kind of unnecessary, I guess. Oh! I don't think I've gotten a whole lot of bonus stages in this. Maybe I have. This seems familiar. This, I think, just gives me a random ability. What the hell is that? Tank Bonk? I didn't know there was a Tank Bonk. I gotta deal maximum bonk destruction here, by the seams of it. I don't know if shooting is that great an idea, because it seems like it's stopped my progress. How do I get down? Need to do something to get down before I can start destroying again. I'm not jumping because I need to turn back anyway. Uh-oh. I just noticed the feet under this. It's very Flintstones-esque. That seems doable, but you need to make sure to get the stuff above before you clear out the path. I feel like next time I'll get it. It's gotta be a way to go up, right? Oh, so good. Okay. Oh, it's something. Maybe I have to jump and then mash the other button. Nothing's gonna help me here. That's probably gonna be as far as I get in Ninja Spirit. It's gonna take me significantly more time to learn that than the 5 days that we have left. Okay. Try not going as far to the right as I did before, hopefully. Nice. Still on the fairway. I feel like I've seen these fish in other games, but I don't know which games specifically they'd be. Maybe in Gargoyle Quest they have the same fish? The music here is pretty good. I wonder if it is a remix of the main theme of this game, right? Oh, was that an achievement for destroying enough enemies? Ooh, I don't want to risk that one. I'm gonna probably just have to book it. I don't know if I can kill that thing. Whoa. What happened there? I can never jump these cans. I don't know if there's a way to get around them. Everything's basically over to the right, so I guess I just have to ignore the left completely here. Uh-oh. I'm fighting behind a produce? Kind of a weird feature. Uh-oh. That one sounds like he's an orc or something. Huh? I just have to rush him. A lot of these enemies just don't seem to. These tower shield enemies don't seem to be possible to completely avoid. At the same time, this area was very easy to just grab all the treasures in. And I'm practically at the exit already. There, finally out of it, but I have no health left. I have to do something with the Guardian Heroes. Or Guardian Heroes, Guardian Legend. This is a nasty condition to be in the first level. Do I have to do that whole thing over again now? So they gave me so much health. Okay, jump, jump, jump. Ah! At least I finally got out of the loop with Fox's blaster. Hopefully I can stay there. I think Fox is going to be the hardest character to knock out in oh no. Now I have to climb all the way back up. I think Fox is going to be the hardest character to avoid shuffling on. Where am I? That's a hard area to read. Oh. I died on this boss? There's like a splash screen that looked like I had died completely. Maybe I came in with little health. It doesn't seem that bad. It's just a little hard to pin down. Yeah, see? That wasn't a big problem. $20,000. Go. They call him that because he's a big fan of Tongue of the Fat Man. He had the same horrific childhood that I did. Horrific PC game childhood. Magnum. I can't. I don't have to rebuy those. I was wondering if you get more ammunition if you buy them again or something, but nope, that's not the thing. I think maybe additional ammunition is just something you find. Those bullets. Ah, it's mean. Okay. Whoa. There we go. Are these cookies? What are these? It would make sense that they're a vegetable, right? But what vegetable looks like that? Let me fix the right platform so I can get out of this area fast. Mm. Oh, that's cool. It goes from a dactyl to from the pterodactyl to a butterfly. I wonder if there's other sets that you go through. Maybe the food you collect is different then. It also counts the amount of mountains you went through, I think. Now that I'm seeing it. That's interesting, because it says Mountain 9, but that was Mountain 22, right? So it probably says Mountain 9 because this is the 9th mountain I cleared. Oh, that's conveyor. My camera was too slow. What? Just reading the background and Gym Power, even with the patch to fix the parallax scrolling, is kind of a pain. Now, if I recall here, I was trying to backtrack because I didn't know which way to go. Because this wasn't moving. Oh, that's a neat thing. I didn't know you could do that. Maybe that's a technique that I need to learn. Well, no, I could crawl, so it's not going to get me anything. Hmm. Oh, that's just the key. I'm gonna shuffle on this guy. I feel like I'm gonna be stuck there for a while. Speaking of stuck there for a while, I need to, I think, uh, try to dodge that plant. It doesn't seem like it's going to give me enough space to fight around it. And also, it doesn't seem like I'm able to destroy the plant, so running is the only thing to do. Ah, yes. The loan let me build a power plant. You're just gonna keep on complaining about it, though. We keep saying no roads required, but as far as I know, the game doesn't actually care. So you can. It's entirely possible to. Why am I doing this? It's entirely possible to go with a town that only has trains if you have transportation at all. I think you need some form of transportation. If I just screw it up. I think I had to mash. I do have to mash the jump button. I got close-ish last time, so I think that strategy I was trying was right. There's always about alerts from retro achievements when I start this game, so I think there's some special condition that's warning me of every time. That isn't an actual achievement. But because it's not displaying, I have no idea what it is. Oh, I forgot about that move. I don't think I got knocked down, though. Against Puss in Honda here. So I don't think I'm doing terribly. Although I think sorry, I lost my train of thought. I can't finish what that sentence was. I think you're supposed to have some transportation, but I just forget about it, and it seems to let me continue to some degree anyway. Like I got up to a city or whatnot, right? Low on commercial. Let's do commercial next. One. Now that you can connect the electricity. There's also a funny bug in this game where oh, I get no tax money. That's nice. If you load your save in SimCity on the Super Nintendo, um, it starts off not having calculated your electrical grid, so you will lose some progress from loading, just because it assumes that your entire city is without power until like half a month or something. An in-game month. Hitting that one thing lowers half my health bar. Okay. There we go. Now I'm out. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not out. Is it possible to make a path so that they can't come in? Oh, no, that's not right. It's definitely not right. If it takes that out, then it lets out all those electrical traps, right? I'm gonna try bombs, but because maybe they'll destroy the ninjas immediately. But that's not gonna be good enough. The pattern is set though. I'm looking for. I'm looking for. There. 714. It would be 3, right? 71421. I mean, I guess that's relevant to this stream because I was hoping to do this for. Well, I was going to do this for 2 weeks, but then I decided to extend it for another week because it's having fun. So it'll be 21 days when I'm done. Okay. Whoa. Ooh. It's all quite dangerous. It will be nice to have a checkpoint somewhere. Whoa. That was also frightening. I've said this before, but Bubsy is like a horror game. Because, you're constantly terrified that something is gonna pop up that you aren't expecting and can't react to. And it's gonna instantly kill you. So you just have this constant feeling of dread. Like that. The game's trying to encourage you to go fast, and you really, really, really don't want to go fast. Okay. These kind of look like the options in the other games, so I kind of want to grab them, but no. These are the kind of options that kill me. Much as you would find on a Burger King menu. Oh, forgot about this. So Wolverine here has health regeneration. So when you're not fighting, you could retract your claws. And here his health regeneration is not actually that bad. Compared to Adamantium Raid, where it is pretty useless. But on the other hand, that's a bomb. In Adamantium Raid, if I hold my fire, that's when it opens up the core. That's what I gotta do. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to head here. I think Kirby Pinball Land is one of the hardest games on this list for me. This is one of the hardest courses to deal with because if it's going at that speed, you can't, your attack can't really hit it. Okay. That's the only form it has a left. Oh. That form's tricky, and the monkey form is also very tricky, I find. The, what are the other forms? The lion form is the easiest. Uh, although overall, the bosses in that game are quite fast. So, I don't think it's shameful if you get hit by the lion form. They'll probably catch you off guard once or twice. And the bird form isn't so bad, but it is more of a ranged fighter, so I think it's a little harder to predict. I wonder if the weapon I'm using is wrong. That's interesting. That one seems like it's weak specifically to fire. I've got to use that and then jump back, I guess. See, every time we switch to Dragon Ball, there's that sound. This also has the Guardian Heroes thing going on, where every character in the game, like that wolf that just caused me to shuffle, that's playable actually. Although to get the ability to play them in a story mode takes a while. I don't see any energy around. I guess underneath these, the energy thing kind of feels out of place here insofar as I'm moving so fast and this is such a wide area, I can't really see the energy coming, and when it does show up, there's no guarantee I'll be close to it. Although it seems to be working out somehow. I can't really fall over here, so this isn't bad, couple-wise. Oh no 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 no, but energy-wise.
We've run out of energy.
Probably have to start that from scratch. I wonder if I don't feel like I can just easily learn that level. No, I need to go a certain distance from this thing before it's going to open up again. If I can lure it all the way over to the right, then I can sneak it back into the left. Seems like it. The way to go. Ah. Okay. This time I'm gonna try. That was close. Maybe can I hold the button? I don't think I can, but I'll have to give it a shot. The chain falling over the top seems like the best way to avoid that thing. And I guess that's a soldier. Saying thing is not really appropriate. Unless he really wants to be called that. Excuse me. This game likes spooky blocks, I've noticed. Like, if you look at the stones above us, there's all skulls in them. There's no good way, no good place to stand. But that enemy meter's almost done with. Where am I in? Oh, this thing. Oh, I can shoot these to lower them. That is so much. This boss battle is so much easier than I thought it was. Ah, I could have been stuck. I could have unstuck myself from this so much earlier.
Mission complete.
How long have I been there? Like, it's got to be at least a day, right?
Mission 3. Start. Enemy chaser.
Thank you.
I guess underwater levels are a big thing with
Okay.
Metal Slug 3, right? It had the first submarine level was there. It's a very atmospheric. For the music to just cut out feels very unusual for the Metal Slug series.
Okay.
Oh, it's not good. Oh no, I'm done. That's easier to dodge on foot anyway. I mean, such as it is when you're swimming with them. The supers don't come out that easily here, so I'm not confident they'll be useful on this boss. Okay, if I recall, he tends to jump at me with a punch. Oh, I wasn't familiar with that attack. I'm gonna use full power here, but I'm not confident because I think there's a sand trap just before the... Got very close to it. But I'm happy being interrupted in the sand trap. So what guard do I wonder? Probably sends me out of this world to begin with. I don't know how I sneak past this enemy. Am I supposed to attack it from the back now? Yeah, it looks like I am. Because it's not taking any more damage from the front. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Kind of have to decide what. I wasn't expecting this level to sound like this. PP? Oh, cool. This is as far as I've gotten in this game. Didn't occur to me that that this was a huge part of stage one. I guess there's are those 4 major stages? Unless that screen scrolls. I don't imagine that game will get any easier. I guess when I shuffle, I should be prepared to run. Let me try... I think there's 2 enemies come out and kill me. So maybe if I go here... No, that's not good enough. I was wondering if I could find a position that I can just kind of hang around and then nudge over to the side. Finally beats me again. Missing this. Oh. It doesn't look like you lose progress if you die completely. I mean, if you use a life, it doesn't look like you lose any progress. Because I don't recall being at this river before, and it seems like it is mechanically unusable enough to remember. Oh, we get to put our code at least. It's nice. Was not a smart move on my part. Okay, so we go in here. I wonder if there's any like attack usage of throwing a coin, but I don't have enough coins to do it. I found that not holding up while jumping on this thing could work. Ah, but I got through ear there. That boss is surprisingly difficult. At least when I'm playing like this. Maybe it's easier, uh, significantly easier if I'm maintaining contact. The perspective here is super weird. Is he in the background or not? I'm not holding the button this time. Not significantly different. Capcom used to do this thing. Ah, I don't have enough money for Wanted. So maybe I'll have to loot this level. What I'm saying is Capcom used to do this thing right up until like the PS2 era, where they didn't really do as many sequels as they could. They would make two games that play basically the same, and just they would give it a different coat of paint, even if there was a significant mechanical differences. Oh, here's the boss. They kind of pretend that it feels weird. It's like they're refusing to capitalize on the strength of their IP, and they did that like up to like I said, up to the PS2 era, because Onimusha was remarked at the time of being like, oh, we basically just Capcom made Resident Evil Bit of a Samurai, and it's really good. And That was after they had done Dino Crisis, which was, hey, Capcom made Resident Evil again, but they did it with dinosaurs. But like on the arcade, they never made a Final Fight 2. They made the Final Fight 2 on the Super Nintendo, which was kind of compensating for the fact that the ports of Final Fight 1 were not great. But most of their beat 'em up games, even the ones that were very similar to Final Fight, they just didn't call them Final Fight. They didn't make them Final Fight games. It's just something that I find a little weird about how they operated. I don't remember what world we're on. I mean, obviously we're on the pirate ship world, but how far through the game is this? Oops. Is there another one on the other side? Nope. Oop. I'm gonna have to do it again. I think that might be the first time this playthrough I've run into that problem where I took too long to get the key. Now that I've got that, I can just ride this down. Actually, if I hadn't bothered getting all the bonus items, which, again, I don't need because of the infinite life setting, then I wouldn't have had to loop back, so that was my own mistake. On several levels. Oh, what I want to do first is use this. Hopefully this puts them above the spikes so they get out of the way. That's not too bad, because I can take him out. Three 7. I think I don't remember off the top of my head how many levels this one has. I think it's significantly more than... Excuse me, 6. I want to say it's like 12 or something. What I can do here. So I need to take out this door, which is probably that switch down there. So I wanted to bring this thing down, because what I suspect I need it to do for me is push me under there. And yeah, that did open the gate. So I'll grab this. There's something under the water, but I don't want to bother with it. Oh no, I guess there isn't. I thought there was like a 1-up under the water if I avoid those squid. There doesn't seem to be. So using the handstand to block these might be useful, just to save time waiting for these barrels to fall. Oh, will work out well. I really wish I could aim diagonally here. This area seems like perfectly built for it. What if I try... Oh, I shouldn't be playing with that hat move. I have to hold down jump, I think, and then maybe hitting the other button is nice. I've held down too long there. If I hit the ones on the back, that'll probably help me get out. It's a quick level. I was basically by the exit by the time I got hit. I wonder how many levels there are in it. Oh, the minecart level? Oh, this follows the tradition of dog noises. People find upsetting. Games love to do. Ah, I thought I could jump over it, but the roof's too narrow. Maybe this is good. Oh wait, wasn't I using this vehicle before?
Energy.
Maybe I'll try the convoy here because it seems like that would be good for energy, and energy is the big, by far the big issue in the stage. Yeah, I'm already at it. Out.
Energy.
Oh, there's a whole bunch on the ground there. I just have to know where the energy is going to be, I guess.
Barrier. We are running out of energy. Energy.
There was some.
Energy.
Some. I have to find some way under there. Under those, like, spinning blade. Whoa, that thing moves fast. That was a very odd physics interaction. This steel might be very useful, but I haven't been using it, so I'm not sure how good it is. Oh no, he broke my defense, I think. Now I'm just gonna get shoveled forever in that game. I don't know what you do when, it seems like eventually if they hit you enough, they wear out your fists, and your guard doesn't work anymore. In Hajime no Ippo. The old Belmont archenemy staircases. This is one of the ones where, like, I think this and Bloodlines are the two games where they didn't really have the theme in mind with the sub-weapons. So it's just like, instead of crosses and holy water and Bibles, there's just a bomb. You're I think you're very laggy in your movement in the first boss, which is why I was trying to jump and it wasn't happening. Jurassic Park 1 is the one that's taken so long to show up that I forgot it was in here. I don't think I've even gone to the first person view modes. This is really weird. There's like a thing in this game where when you're going into and out of the water, you hop a little, but it's a little wonky, and it seems like if you're not if you try to move in a more complex way than just holding down the button in one direction, uh, it confuses the game a little, and it just hops repeatedly until it resolves that. Okay. Got a Magnum. So I don't need any more guns. That's all dealt with. But I do need a, I do need the wanted poster from the lady. Sometimes if the camera moves You have to manually jump there, by the way. But sometimes if the camera moves right when you get the checkpoint, it's possible to miss the checkpoint. And it works exactly like you'd think. If you miss the checkpoint, you don't get it. First, start from there. That was pretty nice. Here's where the game, I think, starts to get bad, though. These levels I always liked. The last one's hard, especially the first section, but I think they're mostly within reason. This, where you're playing over through the end of City Escape, though, um, this is just kind of nasty. And you can see the signs above. Spite was really good at that, though. I was super impressed. He kind of blasted through those levels. But I think you can see in his tactic, he had already given up immediately on jumping. Is it gonna be? Seems like that one's gonna be really hard to stay above or below. That's the Crab Burrow. I'm not that great with the names of the mobile armors. I need to do an owl maze. Let's get out of this level. Oh. Seems like it's 3 or 9. I think that's what I need to clarify. Yeah, but 2, 9. I guess give you 5, right? I need a top right corner. No, this is 5. And probably, I guess, the boss section. This is another one of these uh, abilities. It's very often a punishment. Like, you want to go forward, but you get stung and you float up. Okay, now I'm finally starting to get into the swing of it. One, two, three. Two. I think I made it. I haven't scanned this enough. Yeah, I'm taking a whole bunch of damage. Sometimes scanning the enemy increases the amount of damage you do, I believe. But I'm never really sure if that's required. Ultimately, those sections are just kind of clunky. You gotta live with that. These enemies, I was saying this game has a big Terminator vibe, and those enemies are straight out Terminators, right? Like they have sunglasses wearing guys, and then you blast them and they reveal that they're a robot underneath. Okay, how far back can you start me? You know what? It starts me back from the... I have to put in a password. I'm literally at the start. There was a point in Arcade Hits last week where Emily asked or there was Guardian Heroes on the board, and I said, you know, I kind of want to play Guardian Heroes, but at the same time, I don't think I'll do very well at it. And Emily asked, like, how often do you get to play Guardian Heroes? To which I pointed out, I'm playing it right now, and that's why I'm saying I don't think I'm going to do very good at it. So TKO? Or one more? He had one move which tripped me up where he, I think punched low and then punched high. And I dodged, missed the first punch, couldn't react to the second punch.
Mr. Thammage! Fight!
Oh, you can't believe that one. That was tricky. It would be nice if this didn't shuffle when the cars rammed into, because I feel like that happens way too easily. But I don't know if that's something I can manage. Whoa, this is a lot. If you don't mind, I'm going to just pause for a second. Sorry about that. I paused my timer, but I'm gonna add another minute. Just because. So I think this is a boss area, and I'm just trying to guess at what is the least efficient way to go through here. Because the most efficient way would be to fight the boss, and I want to see what else is here. Again, the thing of this is not necessary for the shuffler, but that's the instinct, right? I left exactly one of these blocks that you needed to throw an enemy through. Oh, I thought there would be a boss here. Here? My pro strat here. Oh, that's no good. I vaguely remember that treasure being in the game. I didn't know what level it was on. And also, honestly, it's just not on the top of my head when I think of this game. Wonder if there's a patch that specifically changes that. There was a similar, I think, I guess it's just meant to be a... I don't know, like a, totem of some kind, but, oh, I can slide here. Phanto from, not Phanto, the, shell in Mario 2. When it was Doki Doki Panic. They don't usually mention this part, but, that was... Before you got the Mario coat and paint. That's what the shell looked like. It's a good change, to be clear. I don't know if they, changed in later releases of... Actually, I assume there aren't later releases of Doki Doki Panic because it was licensed, right? Is it gonna be 9 or 4? I guess this has to be a 4. 2... Can't be a 5 because there's nothing underneath. Now we have a boss. Oh, I guess we've already seen it, but this is what I was sort of saying before. Uh, these the B enemy here. Normally, it just impedes your progress, but sometimes there's actual stuff to find if you float up. So it again falls into this issue that we have in this game, where it's a little hard to tell what constitutes, damage, what is something that you want to avoid, because a lot of the stuff that is damage-like is actually good. There's a box room. Of course. Oh, I'm not thinking. So, gotta throw this down here. And let me take this other one. Oh, got a little reckless. Here's my first level in Bionic Commando. Now let's see if level 2 is okay. This is a different place, right? It isn't a different place. Can I go back? Let me see if I can, rewind all the way to the map. Okay. Up, right, down. B, down. Send transfer? Transfer. That's the problem. Seems like they're trying to be kind of a strategy game. Oh, what's this? I didn't know this was a thing in Bionic Commando. It shuffles, though. That's cool. If it still works, that's fine, but, I didn't know it worked. I didn't know it existed. I need to be more careful fighting that thing. What's that? It's some kind of power-up. Where am I? In some older Advance Wars, Famicom Wars, there's this APC. There's actually two different vehicles. You had a supply truck, and separately from that, you had a transport. I think it was like an oh. I do have a few damage units here, so I might as well use it right away. But the other thing is, does this increase our range as well? I don't know if it's a good idea. It's a little iffy. Keep them over here. Oh, I didn't need to do that. I can't reverse after I've already. Oh, that's cool. I didn't need to end my turn. Don't hit me there. This is deceptively easy. It's gonna be something going on. It's just suspiciously easy. I guess the fact that there's no vehicle. Well, I say that as soon as the tank shows up. But that meant that I wasn't able to cut through the enemy bar that quickly. But now there are. There's so many grenades dropping all of a sudden. That was a really easy one. Oh, I forgot that these guys exist. So now we have enemy soldiers who are as tough as we are and can do dodge rolls to avoid our shots. I wonder if they give us a lot of points though. Like a lot of enemy bar points. Like the vehicles do. I feel like from what I'm seeing here they don't actually. Oh, and they throw grenades. It's lining up to throw a grenade. Oh, that was an upgraded gun. It's been a while since I cleared 2 stages at once. I don't know if I ever did. Difficulty card's getting a little weird. Oh. Now it's picking up though. He just rolled through my grenade. It's almost a stretcher. Seems like it's breaking the Geneva Convention if I attack that thing. Ah, I didn't actually have enough range to do what I was trying to do. Kind of funny that Bionic Commando is not actually a Commando game. Like the original title was something like Hitler's Top Secret because it was a game where you're fighting the Nazis. And like infamously in we're not gonna get there, so I'll tell you. Uh, Famously at the end of Bionic Commando on the NES, you make Hitler's head explode. And so yeah, it was not originally a Commando game, but then they just marketed it as a Commando, I guess, in North America because Commando was one of Capcom's big sellers, and it still weirdly is. Um, like it doesn't seem like it would be on their list, but like you check their list of the most popular best-selling Capcom games series on their website, and for some reason Commando's up there. So one. Um, but I was saying for the NES version, it looks like they added in sections that play like Commando. Because I'm guessing those weren't in the arcade. So it must have been at that point they actually made some choice that, oh hey, we are marketing this as a Commando game on North America, so put in some effort to make it look like one of those. I think those are just points. Oh. That was a smart move. Attack me from over there. I don't have any fireballs. Oh no. I just need to look into the right. And then from there, I'll have to figure out what's going on. Something killed me. Ah, this is sad. At least hopefully this tank gets through. Oh man. I'm hoping by ganging up on it, it'll work out. This tank feels like it's in a very vulnerable state, and this one is also not doing too great. Move you over there. It's probably going to capture that city. I'll put you there, so maybe I can convince it to do something else. That's got higher power than these infantry, so hopefully that's a big advantage, a significant enough advantage. I'm gonna bet that these two are equal enough, and I have the terrain advantage. Okay, so that put me above. And then these tanks are superior in number. Okay, so I've whittled that down. It probably won't be able to make a big impact. Now this is the thing that I have to worry about. I guess this too. Oh. Thankfully I had iframes there. I'll wait until the water's down before I start advancing. Thankfully the enemies aren't spawning infinitely. Kimberly's a gymnast, so it makes sense to be able to do that. Oh, but you can see here, like this is a great example of the fact that like the sprites are just completely reused for these because, you know, besides the helmet differences, she doesn't have a skirt because she's just the exact same as every other ranger. I think the design is mostly based off of red, but they hope that it was similar enough that they could pass them off as everything else. Which is the same for Power Rangers the movie, but it's, you know what, it works. Let me just try and make a break for it through this section. Or, no. Maybe I do need to play with these things. I don't think there's any quick way to go about it. Oh, I can't fight them at all. It doesn't go... The water doesn't go low enough. So this putty is completely fake. I think in View Ranger, what we call putties were golems, which is kind of interesting to me. Not just because, you know, hey, cool, little bit of mythology in your Power Rangers, but it would also be interesting in the sense that Power Rangers was a very like Jewish production in the sense that Haim Saban and Shuki Levy are like I think Jewish or Israelis. They're definitely Israeli. And it does show in a few ways, especially the most memorable thing that I know of is Lord Zed marries Rita Repulsa in the I don't know if it's technically the second season, but like once he's introduced, they make him more comedic because he was too scary at first by having him marry Rita Repulsa, and it's a very clearly Jewish wedding with the music and the music choices and the glass breaking and the dancing is all Jewish style. And so it feels like if they were, you know, if they were golems, and I'm not getting confused, that actually might be a thing that they would enjoy playing up. In that the golem is a very well-known part of Jewish folklore, specifically Jewish folklore. That was a very bad move on my part. Oh, when I hopped in, I briefly confused these for vehicles I could jump into. See this little situation I was in there where the enemy could not turn on the exact angle to hit me. That's part of why I prefer this to Shock Troopers 1. Because in Shock Troopers 1 you'll have bosses who will be in that position where they just can't hit you at all. Because they're only, excuse me, built to attack to the they've only been designed to attack to uh, the left, and you happen to be on the right. Okay, now I'm getting something done. That always worries me. There we go. I just need to get the momentum going. I feel like I should clarify. When I said this was a Jewish production, it's mostly talking about what I know of the people who own Saban, like the higher ups in that company. As far as I know, they didn't have any like special preference for the actors or anything. this is one of the trickier sections, I think. Just in terms of avoiding damage completely, there's more going on here. Man, the music in this game is so good. So there's a lot of enemies. Enemies can like trap you in both directions, and you don't really have as clean movements. I think that's some kind of power up, like a heal or something. Okay. My timer went off, but I feel like I got one good shuffle in me, so I want to see if I can do something that makes a little bit of progress before I go. Merc seems like he's doing okay. Oh, I can hold the button down. That's... Nope. Didn't shuffle again. It's in then more, of course. Okay. Uh, I'm done for the day. Let's see if there is someone online that I can ship you over to. We can switch over to watch mode. Ryudo's there. I'm just going to send you to Ryudo. So thanks again for watching. Whether you are on Twitch right now or if you are in watching on YouTube later. I hope to see you again, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. See you.